So today we have something that I'm actually looking forward to, the Centurion Action 10. In these videos, if you don't know, we're going to be going through some stats, server stats, and this is not really a review of the vehicle, but it will take you through the different setups of the tank to see how it performs in-game. This is more of the gameplay aspects of the vehicle rather than the sheer review. So to start out, we're just going to be having a very quick look at the recent stats for the past 30 days on the EU server to see where the Centurion Action 10 sits. So if we go to tier 10 and we go to mediums, you'll see that battles played, it is actually the 4th most played vehicle in the last 30 days with nearly 600,000 games played. It doesn't have a very great win ratio difference at only minus 1.16. So this is definitely not a super well played tank, or on average the people that are playing it are doing worse than they would do usually. And this is actually played by some very good people, nearly 52%ers. So above average for the player base. But if we do have a look at the win rate difference in the descending order, you'll see that this is not actually that far. If we take out the reward tanks, you'll see that this is 5th overall, which just means that on average people don't do that well in medium tanks at tier 10. As you can see, if we put the reward tanks back in, the only ones that are positive are the 907 and the Hurricane, and they are both played by very good players, usually. But for me personally, I wouldn't really worry about tanks that are around about 1% difference plus minus. It's probably just fine and balanced. If it's positive, then it means that the tank is pretty good. If it's negative, it means that the tank is just fine overall. The real ones that you need to watch out for are when the tanks start getting like minus 3%, you know? This might need some help. For DPG wise, this is actually the 3rd highest if we don't count reward tanks. And if we do, then yeah, obviously all of them are above it. And for marks of excellence, obviously removing the reward tanks again, because most of the time they're always going to be higher. It is again 4th overall at 4.5k to mark. So overall, I think the stats actually correspond to how the vehicle plays pretty well, because this tank doesn't necessarily have insane armor. It's not got an absolutely insane turret. People will pen you, and it takes a little bit more kind of knowledge to get the most out of this vehicle. And I think the stats for the win rate difference actually reflect that pretty well. But again, it's still up there with the DPG, and yes, this does have a very good gun, so clearly players are getting the most out of it on average as well. But as I said at the start, this is more the gameplay focused side of things. So we've been playing 3 different games. We've been playing one with the average loadout, which is what I think most people would play with, which is a 50-50 ammo split, small consumables with some food, and then we have normal equipment as well. We also don't have the field mods bought, so as you can see here, none of these have been selected, but they have been maxed out. For the secondary loadout, we'll be switching out so we don't have any gold. We use automatic fire extinguisher. The rest of this is all going to stay the same. And then for the last one, we'll be going for the full try-hard loadout, where we'll go ahead and activate all the field mods as well to see what the tank's maximum potential can be. The crew is not going to change, because this is going to be the one constant throughout all of it. If that's a massive turn-off for you, then I'm sorry, but I'm not going to keep changing the crew because everybody's crew is going to be different. Okay, so for our first game, we're on Lakeville. Now, I did actually play a game before this, and then I realized that all my settings were wrong because this is a fresh press account. So, yeah, that didn't go very well. We got like 3.5k damage, but it was just basically me not talking because half of it was just me sorting out the settings. So, anyway, we are here. We are using the normal equipment still. We're still using the normal loadout. Obviously, the Centurion Action 10 wants to be on a ridgeline. It excels at doing the ridgeline brawling. STB1's hull armor is more than easy enough for us to go through. I mean, he can say the same for us as well, though. And we do have a Kran with us, so if possible, I'll let the Kran go up here. And T-57 pushing this way as well. I should really switch to heat here for the T-57. It'll make it a little bit easier. IS-7 peeking as well, which is not good. We're going to take one from the IS-4, but we can back off a little bit. And then if this guy peeks over, which he does, we put one more into him, put him down to a 1-shot for the IS-4 that's to our left. Allow our Kran to come back as well. We're obviously still firing the heat rounds. The Kran is kind of still in... Is he even loaded? I don't know why he done that. Teammates are more of a nuisance than the enemy. More times than not. 1 in TI's 4. We are not going to be surviving this though. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, this is over. This is 0 to 5. Pretty fun. Did we get one more shot in? Yeah. Welcome to World of Tanks 2025. It's a beautiful experience. Yeah, then the light tank goes and drowns. Jumps off a cliff. Just wow, this team sucks. They really did. This was a horrible team. Wow. It's honestly quite impressive. Zero to 15. So yeah, that was me coming top on damage in 2 minutes 6 seconds when the game lasted 3 minutes 20 seconds. As you can see from the last game as well, we have played 2 games, so that's 2.9 overall. I believe it was 3.5 that you missed, so yeah, it was 3.5 that we missed, but it wasn't really a game that I can show you, so because there was nothing going on. Okay, well what we'll go and do is we'll go and play another one of these because the game was just way too short to even show you. That wasn't even a game. Okay, so we're now on Erlenberg. We'll go to the city because we are a brawling style of tank, so we need to kind of brawl with the enemy. And heavy tanks are where you really want to be kind of shooting, or what you really want to be shooting in this style of tank. Make sure you have enough heat rounds. You don't obviously have to take as much heat as I've taken. You could take like 20 and then go the rest of it APCR. But the really nice thing about this tank is that it has a lot of ammo. So you're never really feeling like you're going to run out of ammo unless you've had like an incredible game. And even then, like you would be on like damage records level of damage if you've managed that to pen all your shots, etc. Oh, I couldn't actually see where that was. Absolutely washed. Don't even remember how tall the crown is. I will have a shot here though in a second if he goes back. I can't really do anything against them right now, so it might be worth me just trying to get an extra shot into this guy, especially if he's turning his turret like this. Well, these E5s are taking a lot of damage in return as well. That guy's peeking that. Okay. I just want to help out the 277, because if we can kill this Kran, we can then push in. I guarantee you, as soon as I go around to try and shoot the 277, though, the Kran is going to peek back. Actually, just watch this. Just watch. Ready? We're going to go and deal with the 277. We need heat for him, though, because his cupola is very, very annoying. Is the Kran pushed back? Not really. I mean, as long as we are trading well, we're good. We should be able to get, you know, 2 shots out for a 1 every time. I want me to shoot the E3. That's unlucky. If we can kill this guy though, we're in a much nicer position for our mouse friend as well. There we go. Now we just pull back a little bit. The mouse is in a lot of trouble. WZ coming forward as well, which is not very good for us. Is the Kran in a position where I can shoot him? Not really. In fact, he's moving forwards, which is even worse for us. I can kill the chief. Lovely. Now, where would I like to go next? That is a great question. Don't quite get a shot on the STB-1 though. The 60p has pushed up as well, which we need to be careful of. I don't think we're going to get any shots on him. Okay, so these have all started to die. I don't have a clean shot on the 60TP though, which is quite annoying. How do we get out of this? The mouse is a 1 shot. Okay, the Kran's pushed across. I'm going to try and kill the Kran. There's an FV there as well, and oh man, that's awful. That's actually awful. That's the worst thing I could have possibly seen. I should be dead there as well. I don't believe I can shoot through any of this. I may be able to, but I'm not entirely sure. The FV went backwards, so I can actually come around behind this guy maybe. And just keep being annoying this way. Try and maybe set him on fire or something. The E5 is going to come around any second now, so I just need to try and help this guy out as much as I can. I can finish him in one. Lovely. 1-1B is now going to try and kill me. He misses. We switch to heat, because it's going to be easier for his cupola. One more into him. That's lovely. Man, this was by no means a good game. Like, this was awful. I played this so badly. Ugh. I mean, there's no artillery at least. It's not going to matter repairing my fuel tanks in this position. I'm a bit worried about the FV. I mean, we're here with proxy, which is really, really nice. Because that way he can't come pushing all the way through. I don't know what his plan was. Ah, the FV is coming as well. That's what his plan was. We can hide though. Now, the E5 is on 112 HP. Okay. I don't really know where the E5 is. Our Kran is all the way out over the other side of the map, and I'm kind of stuck here. It's not going to be very easy for me to maneuver. Neither is it very easy for me to move the camera as well. I'm getting stuck behind everything. I'll peek here, because you can peek through wrecks and spots still. I can't see the E5 there. Okay. What I'm going to do then is back off as much as I can, and then we're going to go around and try and meet up with our Minotaur over here. Because we should be clear on this side of the map. I think the Minotaur just got spotted though. Unless he was just saying help, I don't know. The fact that they have a Batcher is a real big problem for us. Because he has the vision and we really don't have the vision. Like, we don't have any vision over anywhere. And a Leo. I'm trying to think. I don't know what the best way of dealing with this will be. Maybe trying to cross the river and going over the other side might be beneficial. We can do that. If we do that from over here, it's a better chance. And then cut in over that way. Rather than trying to cross the bridge, that's just suicide. Knocking this down might be negative, because they might find out where we are. So we spot him, but he doesn't spot us. Oh, he does spot us. And I'm stuck here. Now, I can't actually cross this because I think that he can shoot this. Yeah, he has a shot here. Okay, that's really good. The other two are half health, which is nice. I can use HE on them. We're going to go back to APCR though, because that's going to be the best ammunition choice at range. Especially if I start hitting a track or something. We just have to be so careful with this because one shot and we're dead. I'm just going to try and put one shot in. You never know. Always worth trying to do a blind, especially if you know you're not going to get spotted in return. Alright. Well, what I might do then is go all the way out wide. And come in from that side. Around in the bushes. At least then, if these get spotted in the cap and they spot something, I can then shoot them from a distance. Because there's no point all of us going to the cap, especially if I'm a one-shot. He's taking damage though. Try and put a few blind into here. He's just going to be sitting up on the ridgeline, which is... I don't think there's any winning this game. I don't have enough health to win this game. And the problem is that neither of those have very good view range. Minotaur crossing, which is... I mean, it's a good effort, but... I don't know whether or not that was the one that was shooting. Okay. Where is Mr. Batch at then? We're gonna duck down behind here in these bushes now. I mean, they definitely had the alpha of the Leo, so I don't know where the Batchat's gone. He could be trying to flank. That is not actually the best position to go in if he is going to be trying to flank Max. Something around about here will be the better one. Which side? Over that side still. From the top of the hill. Okay, well we're just getting the cap then. I'm just going to go and get in the cap if he's going to try and do that. Nice. Okay, I'm in 5.1. That's still good. I was going to try and shoot him. I was going to try and shoot him. He wouldn't have been able to kill everyone, so... Okay, so... First game, not too bad. Apply. We have 7 kills, 5.5k, 1,000 assistants. Very, very nice. Good game to start it off with the normal loadout as well. Now we'll switch to the Peasant loadout. For all of you peasants out there. This one's for you. Okay, so we're now on Outpost. Where do I want... So to start off with, I've actually been kind of wanting to go to the middle to start. Because especially for this type of tank, it's really, really nice just to be able to go mid and then decide where to go. Like, you're fast enough, you don't necessarily need a turbo. Which does bring me onto the equipment for this vehicle. We are using vents, rammer and HP. Obviously HP not in the correct slot. We don't have the field mods to do so. But you can use a lot of different equipment on this tank. This one is really, really nice in that regard. You don't need stab. Stab obviously does help if you are a person that likes to snap a lot. And so on and so forth. But this is, I feel, the most beneficial. But yeah, it definitely doesn't need a turbo. A turbo is nice. You could drop the vents for a turbo, obviously. And then go with HP turbo rammer. But, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Okay, so this is not really a very, very nice... What is going on here? Any of these wanting to still peek? This is not exactly a... What? Wait, EBR is already in their base. But this is such a strange game. I wonder if this E50 is going to overpeak. Well, right now I'm kind of just out the game, which is a problem. Hello, STB. Yep. Okay. He is just the gamer. This is where you want heat, though. Heat would be so nice at this point. It doesn't really make sense, by the way, to not have any gold, because you should always have some form of gold ammo. Even if it's just like 5 or 10. Well, not 5, but about 10 rounds or something. because of tanks that you do need gold for. And there are tanks that do need gold in the game. And everybody can afford gold, no matter what people say. I kind of want to... I need to try and go around and help these out as much as I can. I think we are winning down there, which is very, very good, but... Let's see if we can try and be even more annoying. Is the FV looking this way? I don't think he is. The other Centurion is there, though. Now we're just gonna... What we're gonna do is just turn around behind us. See if the E50M is overpeaking. He isn't, actually. Okay, interesting. We do have our Jagdpanzer as support as well. STB has managed to get up there as well, though. I think I'm going to go down to try and help these out. I'm just sitting here doing nothing right now. This guy, I don't know what this Jagdpanzer's doing. I need to try and kill this. This Centurion needs to die. Because he's just slaughtering all of our team. Completely for free as well. I can use HE on him though. And then we'll switch back to APCR. Be aware of the Minotauro. I have to push him. He needs to die. Okay, at least we killed the we saved the Minotauro. Can I get this guy to come back a bit? There we go. I'm still worried about the STB and anybody else that could come up around behind me as well. Luckily they can't shoot me from the mid though. Apart from some very weird angles. What hell was that Minotauro on? Only 600. But the FV's directly behind him as well. I don't think he's going to peek that. I think if he peeks that, he's in for a very, very bad time. Unsure if that one went in. Yeah. The Minotaur is not pushing you though at the moment, is it? And we can't really push down there either. I mean, yeah. I still don't actually know if we hit him or not. Did FV just fire? FV just fired. Alright, well now we're going to kill this. Hello, we're going to take another shot from you. I'm well aware. Can put one in. Just back up. Sure thing. Well, nowhere near the damage of last game, but yeah. I don't know. I think we're too indecisive at the start. The map is not really that great. We should have probably just gone with the heavies to start off with, but then at the same time, I don't want to be then locked into just a hold down battle. Yeah, playing without gold is just, I don't know. You leave so much on the table. Like, if we had gold, we could then go play with the heavies and just, you know, even if it's a limited amount. But without gold, it's not nice to play. Unfortunately, the weak spots in World of Tanks now require more than, well, whatever standard rounds might be. And this is 270 standard pen. You get 268 by default, and then obviously we've got bonuses with the perks and stuff. And that's still not enough for weak spots nowadays. Well done, Wargaming. Anyway, now it is time for the try-hard loadout. We are going to go for the left side, then the right side, then the left-hand side. We don't use anything for number 7, and then for the last one, the left-hand side. We are using experimental hardening because this does have an ammo rack problem, although we haven't luckily had any issues so far, which is just luck. Usually this thing does like getting set on fire, getting ammo racked. It loves internal modules, so anything you can do to prevent that, the better. And then obviously this last fill mod helps us out massively as well, being able to increase the suspension durability, especially with the hardening we have. Okay, Paris, fair few heavy tanks. We're on a decent side actually. To be fair, for this vehicle, it doesn't matter which side you choose or which side you get put on. So it's not too bad in that regard. We're going to need a lot of heat for this game though. Like IS-7 Grand, 50, well 50B doesn't matter, but Panzer 7 as well. All of these tanks, they can be shot with APCR, but it's going to be a lot easier with heat rounds. .260's taken a lot of damage for that push. .50B has pushed up to there. He's now in the bushes. Not too sure if this IS-7 is just going to continue pushing. I mean, he's not in a very, very good position now, is he? I think that went too high. I agree with this. We should probably try and push the mid. One more into the crown. I went wide. Not perfect accuracy so far. Ah, that's not good. I mean, 2.4 for all of that in return. That's pretty good. We are down though 1-7. Yes, you heard me correctly. 1-7. Pretty fantastic. Even with gold, I can't pen that at that angle. Yeah, the accuracy on this game is not great. There we go. Get some more shots in now, though. Okay. I mean, this game is over. There's no, there's no other way of putting it. Yeah. Oh, hello. Just try and get more damage done as we can. .7. 4.7 out of that, that's fine. What a team, though. Well, I mean, for that game, honestly, yeah, that's pretty good. We missed a few shots, one due to RNG and stuff, but a few badly aimed and whatnot. But, I mean, for a game that lasted 3 minutes 25 seconds, but that is the Centurion Action 10. This is one of the most well-rounded medium tanks in the game. It has armor, it's not ultra, you know, super good armor or anything like that. It's not an impenetrable hold down tank. You can still pen it with heat, especially in the forehead area. And then also you have a cupola. The hull armor is not great, but you have good gun depression. You have good DPM, good alpha, good pen. It's really very nice overall. And then to match it with all the speed as well, which then all means that it has a wide variety of equipment choices that you can choose from, although it really does excel at brawling and just being a very, very annoying tank to deal with.